The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Okay, break.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Tua gonna throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And Lance now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Tua.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The Niners at 10-1 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And across Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the 49ers have taken the lead.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Finding space at the 40.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Second down, another run with Taylor. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Drake Jackson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
From the 29, Tua. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane and then bat it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
On 1st down, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, set.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua on fourth down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Bro, 52.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From midfield, here's Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's got Rome. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
17.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
38.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And Lance now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Tua able to find Shaheen here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the option left, here's Tua. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Room here to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 43.
3-3. Jump. 17.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Fight, 97.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this one's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Danny Gray
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Niners extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
10 cycles. Cluster 6.
Lance now on 1st down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Shot 17. Strike, play. Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Ready. Throw 52. Green Jack. Yellow blue. Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Right.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.